Let's move on, though, because the ABC has allowed the Yes campaign to licence footage, even though it is a clear breach of the rules and undermines the national broadcaster's need to be impartial. Now, independent journalist Rukshan Fernando has been all over this issue and is putting a lot of reporters to shame right now with what he is digging up.
You know, recently we've all been discussing this commercial from the Yes camp, from the Voice to Parliament referendum, of course, and this is a political ad. It features John Farnham's You're the Voice, which many of us have been debating about whether it should have been used or not. But in there, prominently what's featured is a lot of archival footage from past moments in Australian history, and that's cut together with this, this edited, I guess, emotional scenes of people watching a television. Now, all of this, you might be wondering, why am I talking about all of this? Well, at the very start of this video, there is a bit of footage, a few seconds of footage here and there from this, from the referendum in the 1960s. And this is interesting because a lot of people online have been talking about this particular shot, and the interesting aspect of it, picked up by some internet sleuths online on Twitter, is that in the corner there's a bit of colour there, and if you read the coloured area, it says Australian Television Archive.
Well, after public backlash from what these internet sleuths and Fernando discovered, the ABC had to explain itself. The ABC has been forced to apologise for providing video and audio for the Yes campaign's John Farnham You're the Voice television advertisement. The national broadcaster admitted on Thursday that it had made a regrettable error in allowing the Yes campaign to use the archival material. Well done to Fernando and the eagle-eyed viewers on social media. Was it actually a mistake? We'll never know, but Fernando pointed out, for some reason, these mistakes just seem to target one side of politics. Well, Tim, keen to get your thoughts. Praise the rise of the independent journalists that seem to be breaking a lot of these really important stories nowadays.
Rukshan Fernando has done some absolutely terrific work. I love his presentation style, by the way. It's very understated. He doesn't get carried away. He's not screaming all the time. He's kind of the opposite of your fact-checking community in a lot of ways, even though what he's doing is genuine fact-checking, and he's exposing genuine errors that need to be exposed. I recall footage. Remember the union uprising in Melbourne during the lockdowns, when various unionists and their associates marched through the city. And Rukshan just went out there with a camera and covered it like a journalist. And people were coming up to him and just shaking his hand and high-fiving him, just for him doing the basic hard work of getting out there and covering what was happening outside. In the meantime, while he was doing that, we had people from the ABC denouncing the march as toxic masculinity from their apartments. So, again, tick to Rukshan, and tick obviously to he's tremendously fortunate that he's got a great resource of readers and viewers who inform him and keep him up to date on events. And he uses those resources very, very well.
Yeah, and it's really interesting, Sophie, just this issue in general. An ad, it's quite a clear political ad. How does a licensor make that mistake of giving the footage, the archived footage, to somebody who's clearly going to be using it political? The ABC's response here, it doesn't add up to me.
Well, Jack, they are very good at putting out responses that don't shed a lot of light on the situation. But they've been caught red-handed here. This is a bad look for them. They're meant to be an impartial, neutral outfit, and now they're providing footage that's in a yes ad for the referendum. And I beg to ask the question, Jack, would they be providing footage for the No campaign? And I suggest perhaps it would be unlikely that the ABC would be handing over footage for the No campaign. Yeah. That's where they
all these mistakes always seem to
fall one way.
Support the left.